What is going on, everyone? Leon checking in, and today we're at it with another video. Today's video is called the tablet infotainment concept. Now, using a tablet in my car for infotainment has been a goal for years. Now, this is for my Honda CR-Z, which is a hybrid, and it's very modern looking, very futuristic, but I never did get the navigation option for it. Now, this isn't an entirely new concept. If you follow my Instagram, you'll also have seen that I use my Google Pixel 3 XL, which is a smartphone for my infotainment in my car. Now, although my Pixel 3 XL has worked very well for infotainment, there has always been this void that I feel like a tablet can fill. I recently thought about going to Android Auto, but I didn't want to do that because it was more expensive. Also, I like the idea of things not fitting perfectly. It is supposed to be an experiment, so having a tablet put in your car with a custom mount kind of gives it more of that experimental feel. So here we have the Lenovo Tab M10, which seems to be very ideal for this concept, and we're going to go over it and explain why. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get into it. Okay, so here we are with the Lenovo M10 HD. So what we have here is a 10.1 inch screen, and I think that's going to be great. It's going to be big enough because the most important thing is being able to see all the information while we are operating a vehicle. Now, I like this tablet too because it's a very minimalist design. It's got a very basic color scheme. It's obviously all black, or maybe you could say charcoal, something like that, but it's going to go really good in a car interior. Now, the Tab M10 HD, it does have dual front-facing speakers, which is very nice because I do have a Bluetooth accessory, but that's battery powered and it'll eventually run out unless I keep it plugged in all the time. So these front-facing speakers are going to be great in the situation that Bluetooth does die. Now, if you look closely here, you'll also see that we have our volume rocker and our power button. They're both on the same side, and that's also important. They're on the side of the tablet, which will be really nice. It won't really matter which orientation you have this in, if you have it right side up or upside down. Now, this is a bonus perk too. You can see we've got these sparkles here, and my Honda CR-Z, it has this premium white pearl paint on the outside, and although this isn't white, it's just very nice to see those sparkles continue on in. Now, of course, this is the back, so we're not really going to see much of this, but I just thought it was interesting. Now, of course, this tablet isn't without its flaws. For example, it is a fingerprint magnet on both the front and the back. Now, the back isn't so bad because you're rarely going to see it when you have it mounted, but on the screen, you're going to have to clean that off occasionally. Also, on this device, we still have a micro USB for charging, no USB Type-C. Now, the rest of the unboxing is pretty simple. In this section here, we just have our directions and then a tool to access the SD card. And over here in this section, we just have our power brick and then our micro USB charge sync cable. Okay, so now that we've went ahead and unboxed this, let's talk more about this concept. So this concept is crazy to me. I'm very excited about it because I actually didn't know that you could get a tablet with GPS hardware in it. Now, this seems like it's kind of rare to come by because when I was looking on the Best Buy website, this is the only tablet I could find that actually had GPS capability. Now, one of the first things we want to do when we start up this tablet is increase the font size to the maximum. That way it's easy to see information. I'm also going to be installing other apps to help while driving, keep my eyes off the tablet, everything just being read to me. For example, there is Shouter. It is a voice notification app, and it just reads out all your notifications out loud. Now, ideally, when you're using the tablet, you can leave it unlocked, but for people who do want to leave it locked, this tablet is really cool because it has face recognition. You can actually unlock it with your face. And I'm thinking that is probably really good if it is locked because you're not inputting a code. Now, there's also other really cool things that I'm finding I can do with this. And there will probably be more things I'll find after I make this video. For example, I can control a lot of my smart home devices from in my car on this tablet. Now, of course, none of this matters if the navigation doesn't work. So as you can imagine, I jumped into the car and I put the tablet on my lap and I went to a discreet location just to try out the GPS, and it works perfectly fine. And the whole reason I've been waiting to do this is because I couldn't find a tablet that had GPS capability. Now, of course, you could use a tablet without GPS, but the problem is when you're navigating, your location seems to be spontaneously moving. It's very delayed and it's kind of choppy actually, so it's not very accurate. So having the GPS capability is necessary if you're going to be using a tablet for infotainment in your vehicle. Now, this tablet does have 32 gigabytes of internal storage and it's also expandable. Now, it's going to be pretty important because I want to go ahead and download all my map data onto this in case there isn't a network around. We also want to have the space for all our songs to download too. Now, this tablet, it is preloaded with apps that I won't be using. We're going to clean that all up, just break this down to the bare minimum. As for mounting the tablet, we're going to use damage-free hanging hardware. We're going to be using double-sided tape. It's going to be very similar to what I have for my Pixel 3 XL, but I am looking to upgrade it a little bit. Now, I also like the way that I do this because the tablet is easily removable if I want to bring it in the house to consume more content. And it's also going to be very important for very cold winter nights and very hot summer days. So this is going to be a video series here, and I'm not sure how many videos. It's probably going to be similar in length to the Nest Hub Max videos, which if you haven't been watching those, you can go ahead and check them out by clicking the link in this video. But I'm looking to do maybe 2 or 3 just to show how I set this up more and show how it actually works, and just share my experience so that you can find out if this is something you want to do, or maybe you want to go ahead and just go to Android Auto. But this is something that I've been thinking about for years, and I'm finally doing it. And I'm very excited because I just like doing things different. So that is pretty much it for this video today. I do have to go ahead and work on this some more, get it set up to more how I like it. Now, if you enjoyed this video and found it useful, make sure to leave a like. If you have any questions or comments, as always, drop those down below and I'll do my best to answer them. Now, there are 2 ways you can support the channel. The first way is to share this video with someone who might find it useful. You can also support the channel by hitting that subscribe button. And until next time, Leon checking out.